Today I'll be playing some Geometry Wars with dimensions. If you're not familiar with Geometry Wars, it's a set of and to extend a lot.
Alright, let's try this again. Joshua Vanderwall, managing editor here at the Escapist, and I'm now talking into a headset. Oh, I can hear the game sounds too. So yeah, Geometry Wars. Historically, the first two were two-dimensional, and fairly, I mean, you could hide in a corner for the most part, and it was okay. This is in 3 dimensions, lots of fun shapes and stuff for the maps, but it does make things really, really difficult sometimes. So another interesting shift with the new launch is that instead of just having a selection of 9 boards or whatever to choose from, you have adventure mode, which is basically a campaign where you have to unlock access to the next maps and bosses. So yeah, I mean, in order to get to any given stage, you have to beat the stage before it, and then in order to unlock the bosses, you actually have to collect a certain number of stars. Unfortunately, it is not acceptable to just collect 1 star in each level, so you'll need to go back and get at least 2 stars in like half of the levels you played thus far. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So I'll start off relatively small today. Just kind of go back to the beginning, kind of run you through some of the earlier levels, just to get a sense of what's going on, and then as we move forward, things will get crazy. So I yeah, I hope you're ready for some mayhem, guys. Okay, so the target goal is 2 million. It's not terrible, but it's not going to be easy. So another neat addition here is these the drones that you get access to. Right now, I mean, you unlock them by beating bosses, and right now have attack, which just kind of shoots in whatever direction you're shooting, and collect, which actually runs around the map and collects the geomes that add to your multiplier to give you higher scores. I like collect a lot because that kind of frees you up to focus on killing stuff rather than going around collecting geomes. And then you have a secondary, like in Geometry Wars 2, right trigger was a bomb. You get like 1, and then you can earn another one by racking up enough points. But left trigger actually procs your secondary here. The miner just drops kind of landmines around that things run over and explode. I don't find that to be nearly as useful as homing, which actually shoots like barrages of rockets at everything and just kind of clears the path for you. So going collector and homing here, and let's see how we do. So as you can see, obviously 3D world. Yeah, that's in the first couple Geometry Wars. There was no horizon to worry about. You never never had to worry about going over the edge of the map and, you know, having something surprise you when you got there. But that's kind of like par for the course in Geometry Wars 3 is not dying to surprises when you go over the horizon. So in case you're not familiar with Geometry Wars in Geometry Wars in general, the enemies consist of different colored shapes, and each one has a distinct behavior that it will invariably follow. So the purple spinny things just kind of move randomly around the map. The blue diamond guys follow you slowly. The orange rocket things just go really fast around the map, and can be super dangerous if you don't see them coming, especially with the 3D and never knowing what's on the horizon, because they will surprise you and they will kill you. But little orange guys are really annoying when they come in force. One or two of them, they just kind of follow you around and don't really do much, but they are a swarming class of enemy. So typically when you see them spawn, they will spawn dozens or hundreds at a time. It's great for racking up a lot of points, but you have to have a lot of firepower to not die to just the swarms of them. Alright, so this is also a timed level, so the fact that I died will probably preclude... Oh, died twice. Will definitely preclude me from hitting my third star on the lead. I mean, that wasn't bad for a warming up run. Yeah, that was a very basic kind of level. We'll see more advanced stuff as we move along. But another thing, game mode. You'll notice here it's there's deadline, there's evolved, there's bosses, checkpoint, titans. So I'll run through these as I approach them. But deadline, which I just did, basically has a time limit. You usually have infinite lives, but the dying will kind of impede your progress to the point that you more or less don't want to die at all if you want to get 2 or 3 stars. Evolved is an interesting mode because it kind of gets progressively more difficult as you go through the level, and it so things will spawn faster, more frequently, and in higher numbers. But this is also kind of a throwback to the classic two-dimensional maps. It's mostly two-dimensional with a slight bend in it, so you don't have to worry about horizons or anything like that. But you'll see as I try not to die, that things will start spawning more frequently in higher numbers, and so it's just a matter of getting as many points as possible without dying too many times, so as to reset your progress. Because when you do die, it kind of resets the spawn pattern. So instead of having 40 enemies to kill and rack up points with, you only have 10 enemies to kill and rack up points with, which is obviously suboptimal. Okay, making progress here. So the big peg shapes that show up, it's another new addition here. Basically, they're great for points, first and foremost, and additionally, if you knock out all of the pegs before... Oh dear, that was bad. If you knock out all of the pegs before they disappear, you get a weapon upgrade, temporary weapon upgrade. So you saw it's firing super high rate, lots of bullets real fast, and it's really nice for clearing the board in a really difficult section. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, that was bad. Not a terrible run. I could have done better. So let's see. What was the 2 stars here? Oh, I already have 2 stars, so I'm not going to worry about that one. But yeah, that's evolved. Gets progressively more difficult as you go. The bosses, another new thing for Geometry Wars 3. Super neat implementation. I really like them. I just wish the access to them weren't so restricted. But basically, it's a multi-stage fight. You have a big boss guy right here. They start out with a shield. Your bullets just bounce off of them, and they will unshield, and you'll have to take them down. They'll be spawning dudes the whole time, and in addition to simply killing the boss, you also need to get an adequately high score, so you can't just kill the boss and ignore everything else. You have to definitely kill stuff and collect multipliers in order to get the score you need to progress. Alright. There we go. Yeah, you can see clearing the board is really easy with this gun upgrade. So yeah, the enemies, there's 2 little pink guys. One of them just kind of float around, don't really do much. The other ones will chase you down, which is already annoying. And additionally, when you shoot them, they split into 2, which is even more annoying because you're trying to clear a path to move forward or whatever, and they, instead of dying, they just split into multiple guys and then kill you. So you'll very quickly learn what all of the shapes and the colors mean, and you'll typically have no problem identifying what is what. They do a really good job of differentiating them, even though they're relatively small on screen. There we go. Now he's apparently trying to just murder me himself. He's no longer content to let his cronies do the job. Yeah, well, almost got the 2-star score, but I didn't quite kill the boss, so I'm going to try that one more time, see if I can knock out the 2nd star. So now, it can be really frustrating, because the game does require you to get ridiculously high scores sometimes to really progress at all. I will give it credit, absolutely, though, in actually replaying games and stuff. They implemented a quick restart, so you just press the X button when you lose a map before it goes to the score screen, and it just instantly restarts the map. And if you don't press X at a time, you can do the quick retry option that, again, just throws you immediately back in the map with your last loadout. So, yeah, it makes the frustrating process of trying 100 times really more palatable. Okay here. Oh, that was close. Alright, let's come by. I got this, just in case. Oh god. Okay, here we go. So this game is really stressful. I will go ahead and say that as well. Because, I mean, especially in situations like this where dying is just, you just instantly lose the level. Oh, did I get it? I got it. Not sure what put me up to 3 million there, but that was awesome. So 3 stars. Hey, alright. So notice your total star count is in the top right. And basically you'll need to collect, I'm 1 star away from trying the next boss. So once I do that, I will definitely show that off, because I haven't actually tried him yet. This is another really neat boss. I've only, I think, played 2 of the bosses so far, and they've been actually really good about mixing them up, making them super interesting fights. So you don't have to worry about boss fatigue. They can, I mean, each fight is only a couple minutes long, so even if you end up retrying it 20 times or whatever to beat it, it's not really backbreaking. So, I had this guy down to a science the first time I beat him, but I haven't played it in a while, so let's see if I can get that back. Straight on, go, taking down the first, second wave of spawns. Just go straight up. There we go. And there's the bomb. So that's kind of a waste of a bomb, but it kept me from dying, so I'll take it. So yeah, this map is really confusing because it changes your perspective depending on how you move around it. So if you do it right, you can always keep the boss right in front of you. If you don't do it right though, he ends up, you know, on a weird catty corner somewhere, and it's just really tough to kind of get a real good line on him to just focus fire. But you know, all the same, it's I mean, it's supposed to be a challenge. obviously, so it's good that it's not easy, but man, it's a little harder than maybe I would like for being only the second boss in the game. Here's another interesting new game mode, Rainbow, which basically spawns these shapes that kind of move slowly around the map, but as they move, they paint the map, and if they take over the whole grid, then you lose. So you more or less have to get enough points to like that. You have to get enough points to collect your stars before they take over the whole map. I think you might only get one life in this as well, which is another real challenge. So. Really, I'm pretty impressed with how almost intuitive the three-dimensional spaces are, though, because like at some points you will just kind of have a sense of where things are on the map, even if you can't see them from where you're at. It's really weird, actually, but just like you see one of the didn't see that guy though. See one of the orange rocket things that just flies across the map really fast, and you can kind of pseudo keep track of where it's going to be in your head, but you can't think too hard about it, because then you'll just try to do calculations or whatever and screw everything up. But it's just kind of this intuitive sense of, okay, so it should be, you know, right over the horizon now, so I need to duck left. Of course, things do spawn out completely out of sight, so you have no idea that they're even there, much less where they might be. But all right, so let's try this again. Yeah, I've you know, Eric, our server admin, played a lot of Geometry Wars 2 with him. Had him over to try his hand at this the other night, and he has an amazing amount of focus, but yeah, he was trying just like the most difficult levels over and over and over again, and just didn't really have any luck in completing them. There's game mode Pacifism that just spawns these barbell-looking things, and you basically just have to you don't get to shoot stuff. You have to just run your ship through the barbells without hitting either end. And I swear he must have tried that 50 times before he finally gave up. So ridiculous. So, yeah, this is very much a game of persistence, unless you just ridiculously adept at the game. I've seen people on Twitter talking about how they're like in progress and 3-starring everything, collecting all the achievements, and that's baffling to me, because I just have so much trouble even getting kind of the basic stuff done, like collecting enough stars to fight the next boss. Yeah, I haven't sunk dozens of hours into it or anything, but I've spent a fair share of time here. So the pegs with the gun upgrades, they actually spawn in different formations, so depending on what formation spawns, you'll get a different gun upgrade. You know, you've seen the super crazy high rate of fire stuff. There's also, I think I just saw the homing missiles, so like every half second or something, you just launch a homing missile that just finds an enemy and kills it for you, which is super really nice. Oh dear. Oh. So I didn't even get 1 star on that. That makes me sad. I'm gonna try that one more time before I give up on it, though. So yeah, again, I'm just 1 star away from fighting the next boss. So really hope to be able to knock that out and get through that. See kind of what's next. Because each, I don't know, in case you didn't notice, each of these sections leading up to the bosses is kind of color coded on the campaign map. So I'm curious to see kind of what the theme is of the next section. one of the worst parts about this game is when you're like trying to get 2 or 3 stars in a level, and you get like 90% of the score you need for 90% of the score you need for it, because it's like it makes sure you know that it's possible, because occasionally it'll just seem completely unfeasible to get the kind of scores they want you to get. But yeah, I mean, it's all very possible. It's just a matter of being particularly adroit and not ever dying sometimes. Like, I think 3 stars on some of these boards, you literally just can't die. And, you know, that's not to mention the boards where if you die, you lose. So, there's another, you know, with the 3 dimensions, you know, they kind of can experiment around with how they're doing the maps and stuff. So here you have kind of these walls that show up. And, sometimes they expand, they move up and down. You'll be blocked in sometimes, and then at some point they will actually turn red, which means if you bump into the wall, you die. So don't touch red walls. That is a thing you should avoid. Oh dear. Oh god. Okay, got it. Excellent. So there's the homing missiles again. So you see the little blue streaks coming out, killing everything. Super nice not to have to bother aiming, especially with the collector drones going around picking stuff up for you. Like, you just kind of don't die for 30 seconds or whatever. Okay, so try that one more time. Yeah, this map is a little weird because it's got like it's a cylinder, but you can't go over the edges. They have like pill-shaped maps and such too, but this one is particularly interesting because it does have borders on the edges, and then of course the walls in the middle obviously don't help maneuverability at all. Yeah, and for the most part, like most of the maps, all the enemies spawn in the same pattern every time. So you'll actually, as you play it a few times, you'll kind of get to learn how things go and be able to like optimize your approach to starting off. It's, you know, more or less a multiplier-based score system. So the little green dots floating around, you have to collect those if you ever want to get these scores. I've done that, but whatever. So yeah, it's interesting to kind of plan your attack if it is a consistent spawn map, because you'll know exactly where you need to go, exactly what's going to spawn where, and you can kind of hone your skills in exactly where you need them when you need them for the map. So, yeah, there's if you're a swearer, there will be a lot of swearing when you're playing this game. Nothing feels quite as bad as getting super duper close to the score you're looking for and then just dying. How many missiles? Yeah, some of the maps lend themselves to just a lot of circle strafing, where you're just kind of zipping around the map as fast as you can, and just kind of shooting in a straight line, because a lot of the enemies chase you. So, you know, on a 3D map, you know, you move faster than I think all of them, as long as you continue moving. So, on a 3D map, you actually have the opportunity to just kind of outrun them and kind of corral them in however you want them. Which is sometimes super helpful, and other times will just get you in trouble. Because you'll be on like a spherical map or so. I mean, I wasn't even close to the 2-star score there. But yeah, like a spherical map, and you'll be like, you know, racing around the map, and then you'll actually come up to the tail end of the group of things chasing you, and then they will turn around and follow you the other way. And it's like, oh, that was bad. Alright, let's try this one more time, and I'll move over to a different map, see if I have any better luck there. I will level with you. I've played most of these levels like 20 times, just trying to get the stars I need for the next boss. So, clearly haven't played this one quite enough times though. Occasionally you'll just do stupid things like run directly into an enemy, and it doesn't really feel good either, but it's still not as bad as getting super close and failing. Oh dear, oh dear. Awesome. Sometimes it's very obvious that you're being overwhelmed. You just need to use your bomb. It's one of the problems I often have is just failing to use it when I need it. So I've been making deliberate efforts to use it more frequently now, even when it's not necessarily the most optimal time for it. So let's see. This actually, I have 3-star. I'll go ahead and show you the peanut shape here is one of the more interesting map shapes I've come to so far. It's because it's narrow at the center, so you can go really fast if you're zipping around the center, and you know, obviously getting more bulbous ends. So it just makes for a really interesting dynamic game. There we go. Let me tell you, like I play a lot of games, and I'm fairly sure I can call this like the most physically demanding game I've played this year. Like a lot of games just require a little practice, figure out the systems, and you're good to go. But this game, like, I mean, it just requires the physical dexterity kind of above and beyond. Oh god. Alright. And I somehow managed to not die. Awesome. And of course I died right just straight. But I mean, respectful 4 million points so far, so I'm not gonna cry about particular performance, but especially since I already have 3 stars. So good at all. I'm 9 million. That's not bad. What's up, the Wanderer? How's it going, man? All right. I'm gonna move on. So again, just 1 more star, and I can try that next boss. So let's see, what can I do here? You know, I'm gonna do this one again because it's evolved game mode, and I like the shape of the map. It doesn't have quite the dynamism that the peanut shape does, but I do like that it's not a perfect sphere. So this is a neat mode right here. I'll show you Titan next, actually, if I remember to do that. But basically, instead of just spawning enemies as normal, you actually get these giant red things. So you can't kill them while they're red, but as soon as they spawn a cluster of bad guys, it turns green and blow it up. So the key is managing the number of bad guys on the field at any given time by just keeping these things in check. So you definitely you don't want to miss too many of these. You know, you have to kind of make your circuits around the map regularly to ensure that they don't get to spawn a bunch of them on the other side that you don't know about, because the board will get completely overwhelmed with these rocket ship things, and they're really painful. Yeah. Missiles. Alright. So yeah, the rocket ship guys are particularly interesting enemies because you know, they don't chase you, they don't move randomly, like they just move in a straight line around the map. And back in 2-dimensional days, they would hit the edge, turn around, and fly back. But now they just zoom around the map and murder you for not paying enough attention. So they're one of the more fun things in my, just for me personally. Just because they offer a very unique kind of challenge. Also, if you like techno music at all, like, the soundtrack to this game is glorious. There we go. Shit. So, dying with that gun is just dumb. Like, you kill stuff so fast. Like, as long as you're just shooting in front of you, like, you basically can't die, as long as you don't stop moving. But you know, the enemies aren't always clustered in front of you, so it's like you're trying to be strategic or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'll just shoot behind me for a second, and then of course they explode. Alright. Try this again. Yeah, I'll definitely want to show you guys Titan mode because it's a super neat mode, and then Pacifism is fun, albeit pretty brutal. Just as far as because you don't get guns, and it's really a matter of ship dexterity, like really precisely controlling the movements of your ship, more so than being good at kind of shooting with one hand and flying with the others. There we go. Oh no! So fast those orange guys are. Alright, let's try this one more time. And like some levels you can kind of judge how you're doing based on just the first 30 seconds or so. This is unfortunately not one of those levels because things spawn progressively faster and in more quantity. So even if you don't die like that in the first minute, you know, it's really just a matter of being well positioned later when they start overwhelming the map and just kind of basically ducking in between streams of these guys. I'm hoping to get to that point because I was playing a little this morning, and yeah, I mean, it just this whole map is just nothing but orange everywhere. It's crazy. Oh god, yep, this is what I'm talking about. So one thing to note, you know, if you're playing and getting super frustrated at the fact that you've got 1 million points and 2 stars is 2.5 million points, it's important to note that with the multiplier-based scoring system, you're more or less going to be increasing your score, you know, pseudo-exponentially as you progress through the level. So it'll take you 30 seconds to get 100,000 points. Take you another 30 seconds to get 1 million points, and another 30 seconds to, you know, get 5 million points or whatever. So it's not a straight up linear score system or anything. So that's definitely important to note. It will help keep the frustration at bay if you find yourself stuck in places like this. So this is Titan. So what this is all about is it kind of spawns these giant versions of the regular shapes. And you blow up the giant versions and it spawns less giant versions. And you blow up the less giant versions and it spawns the actual enemies. So you only get points for blowing up the actual enemies. But it is really nice to be able to kind of pick and choose kind of what you're going to be fighting kind of throughout the whole level, because, you know, the big top guys I'm not particularly fond of, so I don't want to spawn too many of those all at once. But these little pink double square things, relatively harmless as long as you don't get overwhelmed by them. So it's no problem to spawn a few of those simultaneously. You know, of course, with the 3D map and the fact that you're on a globe, your bullets will actually travel around the globe. So you're not in total control of what's getting spawned, because, you know, your stray bullets will absolutely kill some stuff on the other side of the map and spawn a bunch of things. The worst is when you accidentally spawn a bunch of things and don't see it coming, and all of a sudden, like, over the horizon, there's just like 1,000 guys. It's like, oh, that's bad. So I don't think we've actually seen the green guys. The green guys are really one of my most hated enemies. They pretty fast first and foremost, and they will chase you until you start shooting in their direction, and then they will run away. So they can actually be really hard to kill, which is annoying in itself. But then as soon as you stop shooting at them, they start chasing you again. So you have to either keep constant fire at them, or just stay way ahead of them, or whatever. But yeah, it's not always easy to actually kill them because they dodge, and it's really stupid how they dodge. But all right. Oh. So the top thingy, ooh, that's bad. Yeah, the top thingies, again, move pretty fast. Yeah, so yeah, that's a big problem with this game is kind of letting the intensity of the action get to you. Absolutely. So I'm actually pretty pleased with how that went. I'm going to try this one more time, see if I can get a 3-star score. But yeah, I feel like in this game, like persistence is just a really big factor. You know, even the best players, I have to assume, don't just go in and just 3-star every map on their first try. Like, you know, there's the game modes are so different, the maps are so dynamic. Like, it just creates. I have to assume that even the really skilled players need a few attempts before they can really master a level. I can just be saying that to make myself feel better. I do that sometimes too, but so yeah, Geometry Wars 2 I played so much of. I had a couple friends who played it as well, and so they'd have, you know, these kind of crazy high scores on the leaderboards. I'd be like, nope, that's not going to stand. So I'd just play for 4 hours until I beat their score or whatever. And eventually, like, I had all of the high scores, and then that was really awesome and short-lived because immediately my friends started getting back on and kind of re-upping their efforts, and it didn't take long before I was no longer top score. I think I concluded, kind of slowed down my regular play when Pacifism. Yeah, I had like 50% of the high scores of my friends on the leaderboards, and I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need to get all of the high scores. So, so this is Pacifism. It's from Geometry Wars 2. There's a game mode called Pacifism, and this one I mentioned where you don't get a gun, you just have to go run through the barbells here. Don't do that though. Also, it's timed. You have 60 seconds, and more or less, if you die, you cannot get the 3-star score. It might be possible to die once and get the 2-star score, but I tend to doubt that as well. So it's not the kind of map that's trying to overwhelm you with a million shapes. It just you know, requires a lot of dexterity to navigate your ship through the bars with it. Oh, yep, and then that happens. But yeah, so it's really all about maneuvering your ship. Obviously with no guns, that's just kind of what it does. And this is in fact the Eric that Cross, the level that Cross spent forever replaying over and over and over again. So I'm not going to try it too many times here. I'm just going to try my hand at it. So this is also a really good way to kind of highlight how the score works. So if you are watching the score from the beginning, you get like a couple hundred points, and you get a couple thousand points, and you'll be getting like 10,000 points, 15,000 points, and your score just jumps up and up and up like that. As you can see though, I only died one time, right? And I only have 1 million points. Out of the 1.8 million needed for 2 stars, or like 3 million for 3 stars. Like, I'm not even 100% sure. I know it's possible. Not doubting that it's feasible to do that, but I'm not sure what the trick is to ensuring that you don't that you get enough points before the time runs out. Because again, I mean, I was doing fairly well there. I only died with like 8 seconds left, and I still wasn't anywhere near the points I needed. So, this is another fun one, Sausage Smash. I've gotten fairly close to the 2-star score, so try this one again. It's just basically a pill shape. a little longer than the other the other pill-shaped one. But yeah, ooh, right, those guys. Yeah, it's a really neat map because if you're able to get yourself positioned well, which I'm not right now, but you can basically just zip around the base and just kind of shoot everything that spawns. And then it's really nice you get the vantage point at the very end of it to just kind of lay waste to everything all around you. Progress. 'Alright, and these snake things are really annoying. Basically, you can't. If you shoot the tail, nothing happens. They don't die. You have to shoot the blue face to kill them. And so what will happen is, you know, they kind of snake around, snaky, and they will more or less shield their face with their tail. So you have to just kind of scoot around them until you get a good angle to actually take them out. Don't think I'm gonna hit my 2 stars. Oh, I forgot I had a bomb. .25. I might try that again because I think I can get to 4. So yeah, one of my favorite strategies for this shape of level, as long as I don't screw up, do that, is you know, as I was saying, kind of get yourself positioned well enough that you can just zip around the map like that. I'm just going to restart here, and just kind of clear one side at a time. This one is a little different than the other one because it spawns enemies on both sides simultaneously. Yeah, there's another map of a vaguely similar shape where it more or less just spawns enemies on one side at a time, at least at the beginning. And so it's nice just to be able to go through and straight up clear out everything that spawns as it spawns, not have to worry about it. So another neat thing I will say about these, other than the gun upgrade, which is amazing, they're great for points too, because they drop little gems for your multiplier. There's like a bunch of them, so you get a bunch of extra multiplier points. They all count towards your score, and they give you weapon upgrades. So definitely, as a strategy tip, I strongly encourage you to try your hand at taking those out at every possible opportunity. Sometimes it's just not feasible to do so. You can't always kill them, and that's fine. But when you can, definitely do. It's great for your point, or great for your score. Great for your weapon upgrade. It's amazing. Swimming missiles. Shit. Alright. I am really happy to say that I just got max stars on this board. Yes! You will feel a great sense of accomplishment when you try a board 30 times and finally manage to get 3 stars on it. Yay! I can now face the Emerald boss. So you saw the other two bosses. I don't know if I'm ready for this, guys. I'll be honest with you. So let's see what he does. Destroy the boss before time runs out. You have 1 life, and he has shields. Okay. Learn the pattern for each state. Yeah, that seems pretty straightforward. So don't die. Noted, game. Thank you. So we are on a sphere. That's oh my god. This isn't cool. This isn't cool at all. Oh man. Okay, this is gonna be rough. So as you can see, he spawns like a million enemies. So not only do you have to like kill the boss, but you have to shoot through the enemies to actually hit the boss at all. So, there we go. Yeah, one thing I learned from the second boss is if you straight up focus fire, don't do anything except shoot directly at the boss. Whoa, what's going on? But yeah, you can generally get him before he spawns the third wave, which is nice, but you have to really be dedicated to that. Okay. Not sure what that was. Apparently wasn't the boss, but whatever it was. Okay. Progress. Another neat thing about the bosses, when they have the shields up, they bounce your bullets. So you can just shoot the boss while he's shielded, and just let the ricochets take care of all the enemies around you. Because it gives it a wider spread when it's bouncing. So now it's fairly focused when I'm shooting straight forward, but as soon as it starts bouncing off the boss, it's kind of a much wider spread. Obviously, it doesn't have the bullet density, so clusters of enemies will still get by you, but just when they're scattered a little bit, it's a lot easier to kill by just bouncing bullets. I'm not sure if you get the multiplier in this game, but on Geometry Wars 2, whenever you bounce bullets off enemies and kill other enemies, you actually got more points for it, so if that isn't the case, yeah, also pretty cool with that. Alright, so... Okay. Once again, die. Black hole. Shit. This might take me a few tries, guys. I apologize. I don't think that's the best approach. So that time I was trying strafing around the map, but I couldn't keep a good line on the boss. So I didn't do nearly as much damage as I needed to, as quickly as I needed to. Okay. Green things, man. I swear I hate those things so much. Are there any enemies we haven't fixed yet? We got the snakes and green things, purple things, yellow things. I think we've hit them all at this point. There we go. Okay, so... Man, so rough. Right? There he goes. Okay. Stage 3. Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember that this time. There's too much stuff going on. So I don't know exactly how they work in this this one, but in Geometry Wars 2, like basically the black holes kind of absorbed, like they suck in the shape from bad guys, and then when they hit critical mass, they like explode in like a shower of death, and it's really painful. Shit. Okay, I got this. Piece of cake. Not sure how many stages this boss is. I don't know that I want to know even. Okay, here we go. Progress. Just in case you're just joining us, I'm Joshua Vanderwall. I'm managing editor here at the Escapist. And I'm playing Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. It just came out a couple weeks ago, and super fun, really frustrating, really hard. If you are like an expert Geometry Wars player, it should be a really nice change of pace for you though. It's just one of those things where like, if you're not amazingly dexterous, it's just going to take a lot of persistence to get through it. But yeah, also just a friendly reminder, if you are keen on seeing what else we're playing, we do regular streams right here on Twitch. Oh god. Including mostly video games, but D&D on Thursdays. We're running Horde of the Dragon Queen, I believe it's called. 5th edition, the latest D&D. And additionally, we have recently been dabbling in Magic the Gathering Commander Farm. So we are in the process now of modifying our Commander 2014 decks, and are hoping to be streaming the next exciting game, 5-player free-for-all EDH. Next Friday. So definitely follow us below if you are keen to see that sort of thing. We do a lot of great stuff here. We do a lot of great stuff here, and you'll get notifications and such whenever we go live, and it should, in theory, even tell you what we're going live with. So if you like Magic and don't care about TV, we'd love to have you. Love the interactions and stuff. Although I'm not super. This game is a little too intensive for me to be monitoring chat all that much. But yeah, it was definitely something we enjoy doing. And like having you involved. We've even started streaming occasional podcasts. Well, I had 5.6 million points, so I feel like I was doing something right there. But I didn't kill the boss, so obviously I wasn't doing everything right. But yeah, definitely follow us below and check us out as we stream throughout the week. We try to do streams every day. Occasionally we'll miss a day, but by and large we're doing fairly regular streams. Started doing some Diablo streams in the evening, and just kind of showing off what's kind of awesome and new in the latest patch 2.1.1. earlier this week, and I think we should have recaps and stuff. If you are looking for the Hellfire amulet, or looking to craft the Hellfire amulet rather, it's basically it's a best in slot for at least a couple of classes. I don't know exactly who wants it. I know Demon Hunters definitely do, but I don't know who else. I assume other people are going to use it. But it's a pretty fancy amulet. Oh, sorry about that, guys. 2 seconds. Alright. But yeah, we had a CJ, our science and tech editor, helping us through the process, as well as Eric Jacobson, or Cross, as you know him from the forums, our server admin, and then Janelle Bonanno, editor-in-chief of GameFront, and we just form the Uber bosses to get the mats for the Hellfire amulets. Of course, Janelle and I both rolled our Hellfire amulets immediately, and they were mostly terrible. So I don't think I turned my ringer off either. So as soon as I get done with this, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're probably going to do some kind of Greater Rift challenges, see how far we can get in Greater Rifts and stuff like that. We did a few rifts a couple weeks ago, and did okay. Didn't do great, but Janelle and I have spent a lot of time gearing up and such. We're more or less Torment 6 capable now. So I'm excited to see kind of how far we can get with like a full group in the Greater Rifts that we had some success with, but not amazing success with before. So you die already. Die. Shit. Okay. Well, I'll take this opportunity to turn off my ringers. That doesn't happen again. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I guess it's worth pointing out the big number on the top right, 29,650. You collect those by playing levels, and you spend them to upgrade your drones and such. So I've tried the levels so many times without unlocking new drones. I have maxed out my drones, yeah, it's a great, neat little progression system, and kind of rewards you a little bit for failing. So even if you have tried a map 100 times, at least you're getting something out of it, so you can upgrade your drones and stuff. Of course, when your drones are fully upgraded and you have nothing else to do with the currency, it's a little less gratifying, but it's nice that it's there. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Alright, it's progress. Yeah, I need to find that delicate balance between killing the boss and getting a bunch of points. Because that last game where I had 6 million points or whatever was fantastic, but I didn't kill the boss. And if I guess I'd spent a little more time DPSing the boss, I might not have encountered the trouble right now. I died. So yeah, there's definitely a very fine balance. I haven't played that. So many enemies. So many pyramids. Things die. Diamonds die. There we go. Next one. See, I don't like the moving pyramids. Like, they stop to spawn enemies, which is nice, because you can DPS them a little bit while they're spawning, but yeah, I mean, the fact that they just kind of zip around the map, and they're fairly fast, too. They're not like the hundreds of moving big things you might expect, so. green guys, man, I tell you. Bane of my existence. Die, yes. Oh, you're all gonna yeah, there we go. Again, life's little victories. Sometimes this game makes you celebrate the silliest shit. But it feels good to, you know, finally do something that you've been trying to do. Down. Oh, that's nice. Yay! Making progress. Making progress. Okay, here we go. Get it? Oh, I got it. Oh, damn it. Another one. Just die. Just die. Oh, sorry. So, say anything? I think of a Simpsons reference. I know it's a sickness, but this. Oh god, that's a lot of snakes. Oh dear. Alright. I'm gonna give this one more try. And then I will go try something. I'll go to classic mode, in fact. Because one neat addition, and it's not really an addition, it's basically just, Geometry Wars 2 is playable in this game. So, when you get super frustrated with the three-dimensional worlds, you can go back to a nice 2D plane and kill stuff. It's comforting. Just to be back in familiar territory sometimes. Alright, so I got that here now. Got this guy now. 3 more times. Okay. Doing good work here. Doing good work. Okay. Good stuff. Another pyramid here. Down. Oh, no. Away. Okay. Oh, got it. Awesome. Ah. Aha. Oh god, there's another stage. Why is there another stage? That's so not cool. Do it? Oh god, I did it. glad we did that. That was exciting. So it only took me like 15 tries. But hey, look at that, 2 stars even. Seeking out enemies and smashing them to pieces before they get to the player is the job of the ram drone. Interesting. So yeah, awesome. Apparently unlocked a new drone that I get to try out. Can I use the ram in this? King. Actually, I don't think I've gotten to show you guys King. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this all the way. I'll select the ram and homing missiles. Awesome. So King mode, you have basically spheres of safety that you can sit in and shoot from. The catch, of course, is that when you're not inside of a sphere, you can't shoot at all. So you're kind of, again, a balancing act between not dying, staying inside the spheres of safety and killing stuff, and then collecting geomes to improve your score. Also really nice to go full auto in here. Although as you can see, my score sucks right now because I'm not collecting geomes very effectively. The target score is only 250,000 though, so it's not going to be super difficult in theory to achieve that. But nice. I do like that dram. I kind of just want to sit inside the thing and just watch him headbutt things. He's really kicking ass there. All right, nice. Gotta try. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. Yeah, clearing a path between spheres is pretty critical here as well. Like it's one thing just to dodge enemies like that, but you have to be really good to do that reliably. I am not really good, so I cannot do that reliably. So it's pretty crucial to kind of shoot your way to the next safe zone. Alright. Oh dear, that's a lot of dudes. Okay. Okay, and then this happens, and there's not much of anything you can do. I did get 2 stars though. I'm pretty pleased with myself for that. I'll pat myself on the back. Good job, Josh. Alright. So, and then blow them up, showering the level in geomes. Interesting. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think it replaces the homing missiles that we're using right now. Also don't know what sniper means, so this will be new for all of us. 1 life, limited ammo, reach the target score. Okay. This is gonna be rough, guys. I'm just putting it out there. This is gonna be super rough. Alright. Let's try see what I get with black hole. Okay, so you have a limited amount of ammunition. Every shot counts. How much ammunition do I have? 600 bullets. Okay. So I guess more or less I want to get things into clusters. You have to actually hit things once you get them clustered, though. Apparently that is how shooting stuff works. So. Oh, come on, guys. Just die. Huh. This is actually really neat. I kind of like this. It's just a really novel concept as far as this game goes. Yeah, there's some few bullets here, but I really wish I could have the RAM though, because that guy he kicks some serious ass and doesn't use bullets. Apparently his use is restricted. What just killed me? I wish there was like a death replay sometimes, because I have no idea what just killed me. That was weird. Alright, let's try this again. I love dying with 0 points. It always makes you feel really good about yourself. Yeah, I'm apparently not great with aiming when I have to just shoot one bullet at a time. Like, it's one thing to steer your stream of bullets. It's a whole other thing to just, like, try to snipe stuff. Oh god, these things are gonna suck. I can confirm these things suck. Oh god, the green guys. Why did they have to put the green guys in here? Hey, I'll take 1 star. So yeah, you only need 1 star to move on to the next level. It's not until you get to a boss level that you need a certain number of stars to proceed. So that's really neat, but not nearly as exciting as 1,000 enemies all trying to swarm you and kill you. So yeah, I'm gonna move along to whatever this is. Out of time. Clear waves for extra time to reach the target score. Okay. Neat. I'm gonna go with collect because this is a important. Timing is important in this level. Because I've played a couple other of the waves levels, and basically how they work is they just spawn a set of enemies. What was that? They spawn a set of enemies, and you get a boost to your clock when you finish off the last of these sets. So you just need to make very sure that you're efficiently killing everything. If things survive, if you have to go hunting for something, it usually is really detrimental to your score. I guess I'll just keep going and see what happens here. But usually dying is really bad in these levels too, because you don't get this clock boost from finishing off the wave. It clears the wave for you, but you don't get credit for it, so you're not actually like... Oh dear, that was really painful. Okay, so note to self, try not to die as much. Okay, so this is clearly going to take a lot more expertise to defeat. You can't just die 4 times. Well, I'm not too far. I mean, 800,000 points. You know, at this stage, like, you know, it's probably 20% more things I need to kill. So Let's try this one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the collect. I like that he just runs around and gathers gems for me, so I don't have to. You know, it's what is the best setup is I'm not sure what the best setup is. It's probably a lot to do with kind of personal how you play. So I, for one, like to be able to focus exclusively on killing stuff, so it's really helpful for me to have those guys, or the guys run around and collect gems for me. Oh dear, okay, did not see that coming. I guess we go at roughly the same speed and you're going the same direction around the map. That was kind of awesome. So yeah, I didn't see anything until all of a sudden I guess took a wrong turn or something, and then there were like a million dudes. I like these purple spinny things sections because they're generally low impact, harmless guys. Shit. Alright, well, I'll keep going. Although I think there's no way that timing must get this. The practice is still good. Like, even if you're not necessarily going to get the score you need, sometimes it's just really handy to be able to get the practice in. Killing the last snake, for example. Not always easy. Okay. Hey! Alright. Well, I got a star. I'll take it. No complaints here, especially given that I screwed up really, really bad that one time. I feel like I'm okay with that score. So, wonder what's next. Another pacifism board. Interesting. So, as you can see, level 30 is the next boss. I need 54 stars to unlock him. That's going to be really, really hard to get, especially with this kind of progress. But let's see what's in store for pacifism here. One of the really interesting things from Geometry Wars 2 pacifism level was that it wasn't just the bars. Oh, and again, what's going on here? I have no idea what's happening right now. This is interesting. Like, I'm so confused. What? I need help? What? What? Okay. So, like, things and stuff, there's like nothing. Okay, I'm really confused. Huh. Like, I'm not killing anything, I'm not getting any points, I have no idea how I'm supposed to... What's going on here? Huh. What was that? How did I do that? How do I do that again? Can I do that again? Okay, here we go. Huh. Weird. Okay, so I have to hit these little mine thingies when there's a bunch of enemies around. Try to let them build up so they chain react, and I get some kind of combo going on. This level is strange. Okay, I can get behind this though. I could get more behind it if I had some mines to trigger. Oh, that's not a mine. Okay. This is actually kind of I've never really encountered anything even remotely like this in this game before, so. So apparently these blue guys drop mines, the yellow guys just kind of float. You have to trigger the mines when there's yellow guys around to get points. So, more or less what's going on here. That was decent. Okay. Alright. Kind of ridiculously slow moving though, like I only have 10,000 points. 40, well, okay, that was a big jump. Oh dear. Ah! I missed the mine entirely there. Oh shit. Okay, that was better. Oh, hey, I got the 1 star. That's another level that, I mean, it's a little slow paced at the beginning, but definitely gonna be interesting to try to 3-star that, because I mean, that's it's just really fascinating. So also in the there's like a hologram pop-up thing of what the map looks like, and this scares the crap out of me. So let's get to it. 1 life, 15 million point target. This is gonna suck. Right. Let's do this. Oh, the curve isn't nearly as bad as it looks in the preview, so this isn't so bad. So yeah, this is another one of the variations of the gun upgrade. It shoots in both forward and backwards, whichever direction you're pointing. Kind of weird. Definitely has use. It's very useful in some situations, but it's not nearly as generally useful if you know, the super fast firing and shooting the bullets or the homing rockets or anything like that. Well, I don't think I've ever seen that. What is that? I'm like exploding. Huh. That was really neat. I don't know what it did exactly, but it was neat all the same. Okay. Okay, man, this is rough. Yep, that was rough. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about, man. 50,000 points away from getting my stars goal. I don't know what that achievement does, but thanks for that to Xbox. Alright. gun upgrade. Yes, I mean, it should also be noted that the pegs that give you the gun upgrade don't last forever. They will despawn, at least in most situations. So you can't just save it for later. It would be really awesome if you could just hold on to it until you really needed it, but yeah, unfortunately that's not really an option. It will respawn, it will use your upgrade, as well as all of the points. Again, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this, but it's super neat, so whee. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I think it's just like a 10-second shield or something. Yeah, it's great. And the rainbow tracer is fantastic too. It's just icing on the cake. Screw you, Dringus. Aww. Awfully close to 2 stars, but good times. And I'm happy to say that this is the most forward progress I've made in this game in one sitting since I got the game, more or less. Game mode Claustrophobia. They're just introducing all kinds of new stuff, aren't they? A new style of pacifism. Sniper was totally new. Well, I'm intrigued. Tell me, game, what is claustrophobia? Walls are closing, reaching target. Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably not going to be easy. The walls on the left and right, I guess. They don't appear to be walls on the cylinder itself, like in that other level. I guess good. Yeah, there it is. Okay, they're definitely closing in. Good to know. He's not lying about that. So, yeah, I guess we are basically on a major timer here. And now the walls have turned red, and red walls kill you. Okay. Whee! I hate this stupid top. There we go. Nice. Gun upgrade. Yeah, the spread fire here is super handy in general. It's definitely a little less awesome than the super rapid fire stuff. But yeah, I mean, it beats the shooting from both sides thing, because at least like it's in front of you and like you're generally shooting in the direction of things you want to kill, as it were, and so shooting in front and behind you isn't necessarily going to be that useful. But shooting in a giant spread in front of you is much more universally helpful. Okay, nice. Alright. Progress. Oh god, I'm dying there. But I hit my 1-star score. And again, the situation, I really should have used my bomb or one of my specials, but failed to do so, and definitely cost myself the 2nd star there. I'm pretty confident I could have hit 2 stars on that. But alright, so this is Rainbow again. I'm guessing it's going to be painting the floor. Yep. So let's try not to let them paint everything. Black hole, yeah. I do like the black hole. I feel like it's going to take a little practice to really use it effectively, but it's definitely swing back. So I'll stick to it. Oh, stupid green guys! Oh god, die green guys. Alright, stuff. Paint the whole world. I've never actually survived long enough to let them paint the whole world. I'm intrigued. I guess I might this time, because they're painting pretty fast here. Yeah, I'm intrigued if there's anything different, particularly special about it. Okay, halfway there. I feel like I can totally do that. Give this one more effort. God, I thought the green guys were respawning that one. Spread out. Close. Right. They're painting really, really fast right now. I need to slow that down. Alright, we'll die. On the bright side, they are repainting in some situations. So it's not they're not always covering the ground because I feel like they would that by now if they. It's an interesting game mode. It's prioritizing targets, rather than going for what is the most immediate threat to you, which is typically your best bet. Kind of dealing with the long-term danger of letting the painter get out of control, like I did for sections there. Once again, it's a nice balancing act. Very solid design in that regard, absolutely. Because making decisions as to what your best approach is, and figuring out how to simultaneously not die from the immediate threat and clear out longer term threats as possible. It's neat. I had apparently four squares left. Right. 2 stars though. I like it. I like it. Okay. I feel pretty good about this so far. That is a new map though. That is really weird. I wonder if I'm going to be on the inside or outside of that. Let's find out. Restart score before time runs out. Okay. Definitely outside. Good. Nope. Okay, so balls first. Can't tell. Are they moving at different speeds, or are they at the same speed? I'm just dumb. They're moving in opposite directions, which still makes tracking them a little more. Oh, now they're moving up and down. Good. Okay, so. Well, blew my bomb already. That's good. Okay, so while I like the concept of the black hole, that did not keep me alive like I would have hoped it. Shit. Of course. This is a really neat level again with the dynamic, everything going on all at once. Like the walls moving up and down, rotating around. Pretty much the whole gamut of enemy types. So this is definitely a really neat level. I managed to 1-star it, so it might be a long time before I get to 3 stars on this, but 1 star at a time, man. That's the best motto for this game, I think. Alright. And another Pacifism. Planet of Peace. Let's see what we're looking at here. No guns, trigger gates to reach the target score. Oh yeah, this is like the Geometry Wars 2 Pacifism, where you get other enemies. So you can't shoot still, but you can like corral enemies to the bars, and then when you run through the bar, it kills all of them. It's super fun. Adds a little more. It's not strictly a navigation game. It's more about corralling things and kind of risk management. And, getting as many things as possible for combos and stuff without collecting so many that you just die. And sometimes you just put it in reverse and run right into an enemy. Yeah, one tactic I recall using in Geometry Wars 2 was kind of run around the bar with them behind you to give them more time to catch up to you, so the bar kills more things. But if they sneak through the bar before you do, you die. So it's definitely good to be mindful of that. Okay. That was a good one. That was a pretty good one too. Alright. So far. Shit. Such a strong start too. What? Oh, come on. I went through the bar first. Oh, come on. Again, dying with 0 points. Always makes you feel really bad. Okay. I've got this, guys. I'm just warming up. That was intentional. That was not intentional. Okay. Let's try this again. Shit. Sometimes you just steer right into them. It's like, can't even help it. You can. You just have to not be bad, but sometimes you're just bad. Running into the ends of the barbells also feels really bad. Wait, where are the barbells? Running out of things to kill stuff with here. Those green guys, man, I'm telling you. I'm gonna do this. Put my foot down on this one. It's gonna happen. Sorry, language. As I said earlier, there will be swearing in this game. It can hardly be helped. Go. Alright. Shit. I got a new high score that time, at least 370,000, so definitely making progress. One more try, I totally got this. What? Oh, come on. I won't do that. What? I don't like when the green guys are like you know what, I just don't like the green guys. I've said it before, I will say it again. Fuck those guys. Alright, nice. Come on, need another bar, need another bar. Alright. Like, it's interesting how the bars are relatively scarce, and it's literally your only way to kill anything in this level, so it's nerve-wracking. You're like desperately searching for a bar to hit so you can kill the 1,000 things that are chasing you. Oh god. Okay. Well, I hit my my 1-star target. I will take it. And you know what? I feel like that's probably a pretty good place to leave off for today. You know, there's no way I'm going to collect what, 5 more stars. Yeah, 5 more stars to hit that next boss. So, awesome. Well, yeah. Once again, I'm Josh Vanderwall. I'm managing editor here at The Escapist, and just want to thank everybody for joining us today. It's a little dizzying sometimes, but Geometry Wars 3 is a fantastic little game. You know, it's like $15 or something, I think, and yeah, totally worth the trouble if you are a persistent sort of gamer. So yeah, definitely check us out. We'll be streaming a lot of stuff next week. Video games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, give or take. We have D&D on Thursday, and then EDH Commander, Magic the Gathering on Friday. So definitely follow us below so you get notifications, and we will look forward to seeing you then. Alright, thanks.